Up next, we have a man who is on a improv house team at the People's Improv Theater, but he has never done this form of comedy before. No making it up this time. He had to write it ahead of time, which makes it sound like it would be easier, but it's not! Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Langston Belton!
First rule is I have to do this for the entire set. So planes are weird. No. Guys, thanks for coming out tonight. Give yourselves a round of applause for coming out. This is really awesome. It's very nice to see you. This is the crowd work portion. I just found it really fun. This is not like a bit. I mean, it's all a fucking bit. But his legs were folded the opposite ways to two girls, and I read an article about like looking at body language. If a girl's legs are folded towards you, that means she's interested in what you're saying. It is hilarious. So thanks for coming out tonight. It's weird because I'm really not gonna do this the entire time. I'm actually really trying to find the right name. So stand-up is funny to me. This is the dissertation. Stand-up is funny to me because it's the one thing that if you're doing it for the first time and people are nervous and you want to really support them, but that makes it kind of worse for them. Because you go up and you go like, oh, it's just gonna be me. Because I do improv, so usually there's like 7 other monkeys that can be like, he's not doing a good job. You're out, sir. But it's weird, like you're here by yourself, and then it's like you're all here, and you're like, do a good job. And all we're thinking is like, what if I don't do a good job? Then I have to see you afterwards, and you have to say, hey man, great set, and you know it. And everybody's are masters at that, man. You go to see your improv show, it's like, why the fuck were they lobsters? And ghosts? How'd they get that from pomegranate? It's a true goddamn story, that's not even comedy, that's just my problem with how it works. But thank you guys for coming out here tonight. Who traveled the farthest? Raise your hand.
Central Jersey?
I didn't ask you anything. I didn't ask you to say anything. No, that's actually true. That's no moment. I will say this, I will admit this. I am the devil's advocate for the MTA. They all leave. No, because I'm sorry. Like, I know, it sucks. The MTA sucks. It's a horrible, horrible thing when it goes right. It's great when it goes wrong. It's the worst thing in the world. But let's put this into perspective for a moment, shall we? Under our feet right now are any hundreds of people that are traveling in giant metal boxes underneath other metal boxes that we are driving underground with rats, roaches, hobos banging each other in tunnels, and just disgruntled people. And it's happening all the time. Like, other cities stop their subways at some point because they go, we should be fucking doing this all the time. This is a social goddamn experiment. Someone one day said, I have an idea. His name was Jeremiah MTA. He was like, I have an idea. In order to get people around the city, not everyone can afford a car because of our financial situations, various they may be. Let's make trains underground. And we'll just shoot them down. It was Fraser Crane that said that. Let's ship them underground and just keep them in metal boxes that may or may not be air conditioned. And at random times, let's just stop in the middle of a tunnel. Don't tell them why. Just say we're being delayed, which gives the illusion that we're going to be moving soon, but they won't be moving soon. It's like, fuck, I need to fucking roll and rock. No, so yeah, it's like, and and you go under there, and it sucks. But guys, the people that work for the goddamn MTA have to deal with us. Think about it. We're not the heroes of this story. We don't work for if you work for the MTA, then I salute you, sir. We're not the good guys. We're meat sacks with eyes that go down there and it's like, oh, who the fuck is the fucking N train? It's in a tunnel. It's a giant metal shape in a tunnel. So just relax for a little bit. I also am an enemy of the MTA because I'm from New York. So, but the great thing about the train is that it gives you this glorious thing that women have mastered, and it is the gift of indifference. It just hit him. And all the girls are like, I don't know what that means. I suddenly don't like him. Yeah, it's this thing like you're on the train and you'll see the worst of humanity and you'll just go, well. This homeless man's masturbating. Fine, I masturbate, but I say women have masturbate because women are the only population that can absolutely disregard your emotions. And it's not just allowed, it's well, of course you can. You have to deal with such horrible things, like us. So it's really funny that guys have just accepted, like, I texted her, she didn't say anything back, and she literally goes, and the guy's like, she never fucking say anything, bro. Oh, right, okay. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. And you go on your date, and you're like, I never apologize. I want to make sure you got back to your seat so I can finish my bits. No, you're not in trouble. You're not in trouble. The last thing I'll say is that I'm terrible at texting. I'm really terrible at it. Like, I actually have the gift of indifference because I'm from New York. And I have ignored texts that are, this is a real story, very quickly. My friend sent me a text that said, I need your help, and I turned my phone off. My name's Langston Belton, guys.